Okay, so today I'm going to do a video on what I studied in secondary school, what I want to do in A-levels, and then some of my experiences, GCSE experiences, so like just some subjects like dance, music and history. So let's get started. So, I have 12 GCSEs. I have English literature, English language, maths, biology, chemistry, physics. So I did triple science, and it wasn't a chosen subject. It was more like a compulsory subject for me. I had Mandarin, which was another chosen. Religious studies was sort of compulsory. You had short course and full course. I did full course. I did Cantonese, which I did in year 10, history, dance, and music, which I chose in year 11. So I'm just gonna go straight into what some of my experiences of GCSEs were like. So I did dance AQA, and so for dance you need to do either a duet, trio, or quartet, either one. And this is mainly created by a teacher. And then 2 dance phrases, which are basically chosen by a teacher, but it's from the exam board, and so a teacher will teach you. And then you have your own choreography, which you make by yourself. You have to do, the exam board gives you like a stimuli, and then you use one of them, and then you just make a dance from that. And then last but not least, theory. There's a lot of theory. Theory is quite, it's worth more than your actual practical, I think. Now, music, you have to do 2 compositions, one which is free composition, and one you have to make with a stimulus. You might have to do a performance piece, and maybe a group performance piece. Lots of theory, and I'm saying lots of theory, so get revising whilst you can, because there's a lot to remember. To revise for music, because I did music to OCR, I used YouTube. There's literally a lot of resources out there. So history, oh history. History was like a totally different thing. It was very hard. Despite me being able to learn a lot of things very quickly, history was just something else. Like the knowledge, great, but the way you answer things and like the structure is definitely different. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to remember, but I got there in the end. But teachers are so important in this learning process. Like, if you don't have a good teacher, you won't have the motivation. Because I had 1 good teacher in year 9, and then 2. Okay, the second one was bad. The third one was meh. So, yeah, I'm actually surprised I even, got to the stage of actually doing my GCSEs with, like, knowing the knowledge and stuff. But, yeah. So, because I had such, like, a bad teacher, in, like, year 10 and year 11, I had to revise a lot by myself, and I started revising since March. But yeah, to revise, you can go online. You can search up Seneca and like just sign up. You don't need to pay money. It's all free. Or you could just like type in, crime and punishment, early medieval England, and like there would be like online PDFs there. Trust me. So yeah. Lastly, Mandarin. Oh, Mandarin. If you know how to speak it, write and listen and read, you're fine before you're doing your GCSEs. If you speak Cantonese, that is fine. Sometimes the teachers can't handle it, the kids, because they say that Mandarin is the easiest language and so many people speak it, but really, you know? But yeah, if you don't know Mandarin, that's cool, as long as you're willing to put in maximum effort, then you're fine. If not, I wouldn't suggest you to do Mandarin, so yeah. And now finally, what I want to do in A-levels. So I want to do English literature, music. Now this third choice, it's kind of like a shaky one. Either I do biology or I do dance. But either one, you know, God knows what he's doing, so I'm just gonna leave it to him. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Oh, work experience. Right, so I have been like trying to find jobs. This is very important for your GCSE year experience. Some people actually do, my friend is doing a 2-week work experience in year 11, which is really weird because obviously she has her GCSEs coming up. But I do have some tips for work experience though. So choose something that allows you to do a lot. Now, I have this other friend, and he works at his like auntie's optician, or like his cousins, either one. And so this means that he gets a lot of hands-on work with the technology, the devices, you know, phone, customer service, like face to face and not just over the phone. A lot of like signing stuff, like papers, and then like stocking probably some glasses and stuff. If you can go to an optician's, and if that is what if this is what they offer, go for it, because so many office jobs are exactly like that. If you can work at your like a family member's workplace, or like a family friend's workplace. That's the best place to look, because number one, it's going to be easy, it's going to be quick, and I guess it won't be as harsh. I guess it's kind of like a 50-50 situation, because obviously, you know, you're working, but you know, it's your friend. If you have 2 weeks, do 2 different work experiences, so that you get like 2 different sides of the work experience spectrum kind of thing. That will be very, very useful for you. Now, I say this because it is very useful. You realize what you like more. So for me, I did 1 week as a nursery teaching assistant, and a librarian. So it's quite like very different, because with nursery you're very loud, interactive, very busy, you always have to supervise the kids. And then with the library, you know, everybody's much older than you, it's much quieter, it's more of like organizing stuff. Whereas like, you know, with kids it's hectic, especially with like 3, 4, 5-year-olds, you know. So I've realized that once I'm older, maybe like when I'm 50 to 70, I might want to work at a library, only because it's much calmer. I can do everything at my own pace. I like to organize stuff sometimes. Yeah. If I had like 4 weeks work experience though, and I did my, you know, my librarian, my nursery teaching assistant work experience out of the way, I'll probably work at solicitors. Only because everything, you have to be on time, everything's like, it's like always coming at you. I think that's what I see it as. A lot of paperwork, I guess, maybe making drinks for like the elder colleagues, the older ones, maybe doing some phones, I don't know. But opticians, definitely, I would try for opticians, because that is when you're really interacting with the customers. And the solicitors would be like my 4th week. But if you only have 1 week, that's cool. Just choose whatever you want. And even if you don't like it, it is only an experience. So just remember that.